A chilling tale to keep you company tonight. Just the right kind of eerie for a quiet Texas evening. The Last Beat. Officer Mark Delaney had been with the Rio Police Department for over 15 years. He was known for his calm demeanor, his meticulous reports, and his preference for the graveyard shift. Quiet hours, he'd say. The city sleeps, and the shadows speak. It was a Thursday night in late August, the kind where the heat lingered like a ghost long after sunset. Mark was assigned to patrol the outskirts of a newly developed neighborhood called Whispering Pines, a name that always struck him as ironic. The place was silent, yes, but it wasn't peaceful. Something about it felt off. The houses were modern, all identical in shape and color, like they'd been stamped out of a mold. Most were still empty, waiting for buyers. Only a handful had lights on. The rest stood like hollow shells, watching. At 2:17 a.m., Mark pulled his cruiser onto Sycamore Lane. His dashboard flickered briefly, a glitch maybe. He tacked it, and the screen returned to normal. He noted the time and continued down the street, headlights slicing through the dark. Then his radio crackled. Unit 12, respond to 44 Sycamore Lane. Possible disturbance. Caller reports screaming. Mark frowned. He hadn't seen any lights on at 44. He flipped on his spotlight and aimed it at the house. Nothing. No movement, no signs of life. He stepped out of the cruiser, the air thick and unmoving. As he approached the front door, he noticed something strange. The grass was dead, not yellowed, black, like it had been burned. The porch light flickered once, then went out. He knocked. No answer. Del Rio PD, he called out. Is anyone inside? Still silence. He tried the doorknob. It turned easily. The door creaked open. Inside, the house was dark. Not just unlit. Dark. His flashlight barely penetrated the gloom. The beam seemed swallowed by the air itself. He stepped in, one hand on his holster. The living room was empty. No furniture, no signs of habitation. But the walls, they were covered in something. He moved closer. It was writing. Hundreds of names, scrawled in black ink. Some were crossed out. Some were smeared, as if someone had tried to erase them. Then he heard it. A whisper. Not from a person, from the walls. He spun around, flashlight darting. Who's there? The whispering stopped. He stepped deeper into the house, heart pounding. The hallway stretched longer than it should have, like the house was shifting. He passed a mirror and paused. His reflection was smiling. He wasn't. Mark backed away, hand now fully gripping his weapon. He turned and opened the nearest door, a bedroom. Inside was a single chair facing the wall. On the wall was a drawing, childlike and crude. A figure in a police uniform, surrounded by red scribbles. The chair creaked. Mark raised his light. The chair was empty. Then the door slammed shut behind him. He spun, tried the knob. Locked. The whispering returned, louder now. It filled the room, a chorus of voices, overlapping and unintelligible. He shouted, "Stop!" And it did. Silence. Then a single voice, clear and cold. "You shouldn't be here." Mark kicked the door open and stumbled into the hallway. It was different now, narrower, the walls closer. The names were bleeding. Ink dripped like blood. He ran. The house twisted around him, rooms appearing where they shouldn't. He passed a kitchen with no appliances, a bathroom with no mirror, a nursery with a crib that rocked itself. Finally, he found the front door. He yanked it open and burst into the night. But it wasn't night. It was dusk. The sun hung low, frozen in place. The air was still. His cruiser was gone. Mark turned to look at the house and saw that it was no longer 44 Sycamore Lane. The number was gone. The house looked older, weathered. The windows were boarded up. He reached for his radio. Static. Then a voice. "Unit 12, respond to 44 Sycamore Lane." He froze. That was the call he'd received earlier. "Repeat," the voice said.